Hello everyone, and welcome back to the Lavender Overhang, where in the last episode, we did this. And look, we even have some little beavers on our zip line. They are so cute. I absolutely love them. Ooh, he doesn't have a harness on. That's strange. This guy does, though. Anyways, we got that completed. We also got our centrifuge in, which means we have some fun things we can deal with now. One of them being tunnels. I want tunnels so that we can, one, widen out this area underneath of here, and two, so we can come down here and create a badwater diversion that never lets our bad water get that high, so that when we switch back over to a freshwater source, we don't have to wait for that to clear. So, I am thinking that we can do that pretty easily by taking up this farmhouse and putting a ladder down and getting all of that in. But that does require us to actually have made some extract, because tunnels need extract. So we are going to work on that. I also was thinking, I wonder if it's possible to put a sluice in here that would shuffle water down into here from this upper level, but I'm a little worried that that might break our overhangs if we do that. So we're probably not going to try that. I think that's going to be a test world kind of thing. Other than that, I was also thinking we could have dynamited out down here and shuffled water that way as well, easier. And this, I still don't know what we're going to do with this other than possibly put in our dirt excavator in there and get some dirt out of there. I think we need to start working with or getting that ready to go. We have the treated planks, we have the metal blocks, we have the gears to build one of those. So I think we might do that so that we can start futzing with a few other things. But two main things I want to accomplish today are getting badwater diversion underneath here with the tunnel system, and then opening this up a little bit so that we don't get quite so much flooding happening, and also to put in a couple of sluices so that bad water can't come this way and get stuck underneath of there. Makes sense? Hope it does. So let's get started. We are going to go in triple. We are 0.9 days away from the bad things all happening, so we need to start working on inching up all of our things to get us a little more water up in here. Up in here, up in here. We do still have them working on this little section of the thing there as well. I'm going to go ahead and delete this. I also am going to pause and start shutting things. You know what? We'll leave that just in case we have a problem. Let's just inch that down a touch. We don't have any impermeable floors here, so water could come up through the floor there. All right, is that everybody who needs to be... We'll go ahead and put it on double speed. Oh, we're flooding. We're flooding. We're flooding badly. Let's take that down just a touch, see if that helps. It did. Let's go ahead and pop that back up. Yeah. There's still enough water coming through there that we're flooding everything. Not cool. Not cool. Okay. Now that we are at the point of no return. Oh, auto. I forgot that one. That guy can go up. This guy can go up. Oh, I forgot. They're all... We have the lovely simple triggers again. How nice. So they all automatically did their thing. That is beautiful. Over here, how did we do water-wise? We're okay. All right, let's come over here and get rid of these platforms. And then we're gonna need to get rid of this guy. Is that shut? Yes. Let's not use... Yeah, those are shut. All right, so if we come down in here... We're gonna need a ladder. And then I think we're gonna have to jig-jog here. Oops, going the wrong way. Hitting the wrong button. Oh, that's not really a good spot for that now, is it? All right, so we're gonna have to come across to here. Right, and then we're gonna have to end up with that right where I wanted to do a little bit of work. Oops, that was like unnecessary. One too high there. And then we're probably gonna have to come down one more. Okay. We are probably going to have to... No, we can tunnel right straight through that, can't we? Woohoo! How cool is that? Okay, let's come up to the top. Did we get any... We do have some extract. You know what I'm realizing though? We took out our hauling post in order to make way for this guy, and we didn't put it back. Oh wait, yep, we did right there. Let's 2 and make that fairly high priority. I didn't even look. It must have been what, a 22, 23 day thing. We do have... Ooh, wow, that one's completely full already. It's a priority on that. Okay, we have like nothing over here in these guys. So we might take some of that out. How are we doing on getting the bad water out of here? I'm looking the wrong way again, aren't I? Look here. Oh, we still have almost a full tile. Okay. We kind of are out of spaces to put it as well. So we might want to think about that. If we come over here. ladder to that. We can put in an overhang and extend our ability to put in a couple more tanks here, which would be good. Which would be very good. Let's just add this path over to it. There we go. We also need to do something about getting a few more beavers. That is going to be very important. I do want to take and pop priority on this stuff, though. I should have done it while we were down in the hole. And then we can go ahead and take a peek at what we actually need to do here. I would like to take these 3. So let's see here. Let's just do dynamite on those 2. We're gonna have to let them build that. And then if we get our tunnel and we say through there, yes, we do want that. All right, and I'm gonna go ahead and do that. I'm almost thinking there's got to be a better way to do this, that we could completely shut all of that off. But I think if we just suction it right out right as soon as it's made, we shouldn't have a problem. We shouldn't have a problem at all. I wonder what that is. Why do we have... Oh, I'm betting that's, yep, that's those guys. Okay. Let's put us back on 3 times. How are we doing here? This guy is on auto, right? Yep. Very good, very nice. Those are unnecessary. Okay, why won't it let me pick those? Where is the actual dam down here? That one's the dam. Okay. We can go ahead and... do that. That's unnecessary. All right, do we have anything else back in there that is a problem? No. Okay. How are we doing on this stuff over here? Well, they haven't gotten to the tunnel yet because we'd be able to see it. How did they get that one? Strange. They built all of that from above? That's crazy. Like, go, you beavers, go. Okay, so then we can also put in... what is that under? There it is. We can go ahead and we can... do that. As soon as we do that, though, as soon as they get to those, we are going to actually, like, implode. And we're going to lose all the water that's in here. So that's going to be kind of like a not so cool thing. Then we can go ahead and we can install sluices in there. We're actually going to have to go too deep, aren't we? Let's see here. Yeah. Then we can install our sluices right at this point, and that will be perfect. Perfect. See, there you can see our little guys there. Okay, then the other area we need to do that with, and I just realized we probably should high prioritize those guys. We're going to need a ladder up top here. And I just realized something. Did we? Yeah, that's up way. Okay. Now that we've gotten all of these water barrels full, we literally are only running those 2 pumps there and the pump up here in this one, which is a good thing. It is a very good thing. All right. So if we stick a ladder down in, sorry, that was really wingy, wasn't it? Down. Here, that should let us get down into there to work on that. We still don't have those done. Okay, let's go down. All right, so I'd like to install one. I'd like to widen this out so that our water comes through here a little bit easily, or more easily, instead of just having this 1 block wide thing to handle. I also would like to put in some sluice gates right here. That would allow us to just block this little section off from badwater altogether. Because if we come up, that right there is the spot where it widens out and goes through there. So I think that if we just put in a couple of the tunnels, maybe right like maybe that's too much. Maybe that's too much. Let's take out those. No. Yes, let's undo that. Let's undo that. And let's just make it a little bit squarer so that we can get into there. I'm also thinking while we're at it, we could put in some sluices here. Okay, what's going on over here? Why aren't we getting Oh, I bet I know why we're not getting. Yep. Let's double check how we ended up with this one not high prioritized. I'm not 100% certain. Like everything else was prioritized. Why just that little guy? Do we have dynamite? We have dynamite. We have extract. We should be able to see them come and do this when the day comes up, because it is the highest priority. I am going to oops, wrong way. Let's do that and that. Let's get this guy turned on. Like, we should be able to see them, because they implode those guys as soon as saying they're too far from district, but I think that's probably just because okay, I wish they'd make it so that the patch is automatically connected, but hey, it is what it is. We've got all of that connected. Why is that not connecting? Can we pick that up, please, so I can see what... No storage space. Okay. Fine. Why is that not connecting? Oh, the ladder is backwards. That's why. Okay. Okay. I got it. I got it. I figured it out. So if we come back down here, maybe we'll get to see beavers create a tunnel in this next day. Those are all high prioritized. Oh, there they go. They didn't actually. Oh, that is so cool. Now, theoretically, with the... And then if we put... Oh, it's not gonna let me do it. I gotta wait until they've imploded all the way through. Man, that does take a bit, though. I mean, because they've been... I think we're gonna end up with the next day on that. Come on, beavers. You can do it. We are up to 47 beavers. Oops. No, 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 no. Oh, did you just see that out of the corner of my eye? I just saw the water just disappear out of there. So we've got our... Yeah, the first hole is in. Okay. So let's because we have overhangs, we should theoretically be able to just go ahead and throw these sluices in now. If we can find the right... And 3. We have the space for it. Okay, cool. Cool, y'all. And then we are going to go ahead and high prioritize those. It won't do us any good for this one, but I do want them done so that when our water comes back, we don't lose it all right out. Why did I put the planks on the other side? I do not know. Then we'll back this out. We will go ahead and remove that block there. Half tempted to come in here and just kind of like widen this out a little. Now that we have catalyst, we can get triple dynamite. So that's 1, 2, yeah. And doubles. Store a little bit more water. Okay. Let's see here. Our other section I can't see because we're... Priorities. Let's go ahead and get that done. We're coming... Oh, look! We got our gauge done. Okay. Which means that we can link this guy to this guy. Alright. So... if we go advanced and click attach stream gauge, now we can... pause when depth is, let's say, greater than 0.5. Now, I know this is gonna be silly. And then we're gonna pause when it is low. No, that's not the one I want. Unpause. Unpause when it is 0.2. Oh, it's so fiddly. I guess that's good. And as you can see now, it is paused because we are 0.88. So that pauses that guy until it gets down to 0.21, and then it will turn it back on. And that's enough to keep this over here hydrated. All right, how are we doing down here? They are working on the sluices. Did we get all of those high prioritized? No, we did. I thought we had, but apparently not. We've got the same thing over... Whoopsies, wrong button. We've got the same thing here. We can set this guy to this stream gauge. and say the same thing. So we're going to pause when it's greater than 0.5. And we are going to unpause when it is less than... I actually kind of want these a little bit higher though, I think. Let's go 0.75. Close enough. What is it now? It's a depth of 0.9. So there should be someone. Why? Did I get that backwards? I might have that backwards. Okay. All right. I got that backwards. Let's come back up here and, you know what? We're gonna pause that guy. We still have 0.8 days. Oh, and this is empty. All right. Let's, I prioritize that. Unpause. 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 And we are going to steal everyone. They should finish that up right quick because there's just a couple of planks in there. And we are going to steal a bunch of people. All right, so we need to flip-flop this. This needs to go to 0.5. Unpause when it is 0.5. There we go. Okay. And if that one is done, then this guy should be done as well. Yep. We are just chucking along on these. Attach a stream gauge. And we're going to say... pause at 7.5, 7.6, whatever's close enough. And we are going to unpause at point. There we go. All right, so what is it saying we have in there now? 0.14. That's not very cool. All right, how are we coming over here? Let's head underground and see. Why are our sluice is not done? We actually need to set these two. Close below contamination of 1%. And it synchronized it, and we're on auto. I wonder why we're having such a problem here with getting these done. Ah! I keep hitting the wrong button today. Okay. All right. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. Do we have these guys working? Let's see if we can't get a little bit more of that cleared. Did we ever get this? Yes, we did. All right, we also have a stream gauge attached here, just so that we can see what our depth is. And I think we might attach that to one of these to shut it down when we get to a lower point on that. I think we're gonna have to... I think we're gonna have to change the height here, because this is not getting us high enough there. I guess 0.6 is probably the best, because if it'll overflood into there if we're not careful. All right, how are we coming over here? I see beavers going down. They're going down. Oh my gosh. What is going on here today? That one is done. Those two are still in the works, so that one is done. Very good, very nice. Oh, hey, look, they got the farmhouse here done. So let's flip the workers that were up here into that one. I'm hoping that if we've done this right, that contamination won't spread up that high because it's so far below, but I don't think that's going to be a thing. We're going to need to take that back out and put another contamination barrier in there. Look at this. This guy is full. We built him last time, and he is uber full. Very, very full. All right, we might need to come down into this guy here and do the same thing here with... If we take a peek, how did we end up on single speed? Whoops. All right, right there. It's so super tight in there that a lot of our water is going out this way because it's so tight this way. So we might want to work our beavers under here and just widen this out a little bit to make our lives a little easier and get our water supply running better. How are we doing here? Sluice is done. Sluices are done. Okay, so that means we can come... Oh my gosh, why today? Something's going on with my bar down here. All right, let's go ahead and get rid of that. Get rid of that. And then I think we just need a single dynamite there. Right? Yeah, normally when you hit escape or hit the arrow button here, it will clear this so that you don't have anything down here along the bottom. No category picked. I don't know why today it's not doing that. That's strange. Very, very strange. No, I don't want the path. Ugh. And see, it's making me like click different things that I don't really want because of that. All right. Very good, very nice. You know, we probably should have thought of, we could have come in here and cleared out a little bit. Oh, I guess that stuff has stuff sitting on it. So no, we can't do that. All right, so we can come in here. I clicked the wrong button again. Let's go ahead and get rid of these. Suppose yes, we can dig up the path as well. And then that guy. And that. Okay. And then if we... Let me have back my... We need to put a bunch of platforms back here. That can go back in there. That can go there. And then we need a ladder right there. Wait, I put the ladder the wrong way. There we go. Then we can go ahead and we can put the second farmhouse back up in there. Flip your door. Bing, bang, boom. Okay. So that's good. We got that section done. Let's check on this section here because it looks like they have completed some of this. We have 4 days left until our, whoops, one more, until our, what you call it? We get our, oh, ladder, you are like right in the way, aren't you? Maybe I can still get it in there. We want a flip that puppy, going the right way, sluice, sluice. All right, and we are going to close above contamination of 1%. They must really not have a lot to do because they are flying through that stuff. Oh, they did get this over here cleared. We can come back up to upper level. Oh, look, they got quite a chunk there cleared. That is super good. Now, we need to decide if we are going to use this mine or not. If we are not, we need to start closing it off as we start clearing it. And making an area for us to get down into it. We don't really need it for mine since we can use this one. We can abandon it. Because it doesn't, putting a mine in there for science wouldn't be as good as our observatory is. And we're only running our observatory at half power. And we are almost, we've got 2 days left. I am going to pause that guy. We have 10 open jobs, so that's kind of not cool. All right, so if we come up here, let's see here. How do we want to do this? If we do, we actually need a triple though, which is going to impede the ladder. Because we'll need the walkway as well. Let me think on that a moment. Yeah, we need that. Did they get these sluices in? Sluices are in. We can get rid of this ladder situation. Very good, very nice. Very good, very nice. Okay. Okay. We did get that filled back up. What are we saying this is at? 0.74. We might just... Nope, not quite there. .63. That'll put us right underneath of that. This guy over here. Although we could conceivably just use one for that whole thing if we left it. But I think we're good. We still have 4.K water. There we go. There is our water back. And because we have the lovely simple triggers now. No! Oh my gosh, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. Get out of there. No, 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 no. We forgot about the beavers. Oh no. Oh no, no, no. We have 2 unwell beavers. Oh. We forgot about our beavers. We were just exclaiming over what a great job they were doing, and I promptly forgot about them. All right, so far it's just 2. Oh. Oh no, there are too much shine. Right, I'll get sick in a few days. Well, it looks like we might just have 2. Might just be 2. Oh, goodness gracious. That was so not what I was trying to do. All right. Oh, we got this finished over here. Very good, very nice. So we now... Uh-oh. Uh-oh, uh-oh. That was very sloshy there for a second. Okay, there we go. Now we're back to, I forgot those needed to be on a thing. We probably should have stuck like a couple in, right in, why are we flooding? Why are we flooding? All right, did these guys get set for... close below contamination of 1%. Okay. All right, it looks like we have equalized out here. Everybody that should be paused is paused. Oh my gosh, I can't believe we messed that up. Oh, they started that. Okay. Okay. How did we have that set up? I'm trying to remember. We had to take it out because of the... because of the stairs we needed to put in there so that they could get down in there. Man, we are full up on metal again. We need to come up with some storage. Oh, bad tide. Okay. We do have these ones set for contamination, right? Close above contamination of 1%. Close above. Close below contamination of 1%. These guys we have set height when bad tide starts. So I believe we went around and set up all of those ones. So we will see if our stuff works. Set height when bad tide. Those ones shouldn't matter because now we've got the sluices on this side. So I think the next thing for us to work on sluice wise and all of that is to get our beavers down into here so that we can figure those out. It looks like we only have 2 contaminated beavers, which is a good thing. I think that we're going to need to revamp our housing section over in here. We need at least 1 more house. And I think that if we... these are 2s, right? Take that out. We should be able to fit 3 in there then. That would give us another 9 beavers. All right. We are going to have to fill up everything though. So we are going to need to... let me inch that up just a touch. And that guy as well. At the moment, we're only running 2 pumps, so I think that's a good thing. And then we'll have to switch this to auto. And I'm going to go ahead and do that now. Because everything is going to snap here in a second. go. All right, so let's see here. That is going that way. Why didn't those open? Whoa, that was almost drastically bad. Okay, what happened there? Set height when bad tide starts. Apparently, did I just do that when I was futzing around looking at them? Look there, our bad water is coming out there. And if we go... I wonder how I forgot that one. Okay, good thing we checked that and weren't just expecting it to work, because that would have been drastically bad. All right, so we need to get some beavers down here. Right. So we will just connect that there. All right, and then let's get down underneath of here. And we need sluices right there. We also are going to want to maybe right there. Kind of square that off a little so that it's not so difficult to get water through, because it widens out nicely here, so it's not a problem. And this over here is working beautifully, so much so that these are not really needed anymore. So we could take those out. Awesome. Awesome sauce. We might leave it. And then that first flush that comes through here might actually do a thing for us. Oh, I heard it. Did you hear it? Yep, the first one there is done. Sluices are done. Okay, so we are going to close above contamination of 1%. Not 2%. 1%. Right now it says it has 0 contamination. How is that possible? I think we probably have to get rid of those guys. Now do they say there's contamination? %. Sweet. Okay. Now, I'm thinking, could we create a channel using tunnels to come through and into our little line here? Maybe we'd have to do it down here. If we just dynamited a hole straight down to a sluice that was down here, and then only let that sluice let out a little bit of water at a time, we might be able to create the reservoir here that would feed this. Because we don't need any of this for power anymore. We just need it for the water. And then maybe we could funnel water through a wider channel we could come through here and we could tunnel through this pillar and then widen this channel out, widen it out to 2. Those guys we could put on platforms. These guys could just come out all together. And we could widen this channel into a 2. So maybe we want to make a double wide water drop. Oh, they got that taken care of. Can we put, while we're down here, if we put a contamination barrier right there, I don't know if that's actually going to do anything, honestly. But now that we have that there, we have contamination barrier there, so I don't think... All right, then as soon as they're done with that, then we can make them come out from underneath of there. And... wow, quick like a bunny. We can get rid of that, that thing. All right. Woohoo. We still have 18 more days of this, bad tide, though. I don't even know. I'll have to go back and look at the footage. I didn't even check how long this one was. All right. So I think the next thing we want to work on is I'm going to go ahead and just get rid of that for us. Get it out of the way. And I'm thinking that would be a really good way to go, is to create a large reservoir here. And then channel it down to this right here. So in doing that, let's see here. Let's come down. All right, we would need to tunnel through this, right? And then we need to take out all of this and take out that. And then also do that. Can we do that is the operative question. Will it let us tunnel this? It will. All right, so if we go up, where does that put us? Right there where we filled the hole. So if we were to come like right here, that's back. Wrong way. Right, so if I am right here, we might want to change this to a sluice and block that up. Oh goodness, questions. All right, I'm gonna leave that for the moment. because we are at the just over an hour mark today. So I think that we should tie it up for there. We have accomplished the three things that I really wanted to do. Fix this particular section, which we can go ahead and we can boosh those. We've got sluices in here. We've got sluices in here. We've got the tunnel to release the bad here. I would like to try taking out some of these and see if we still end up with contamination here. We are getting contamination right here still, though, so I don't quite understand that. Where is that coming? Right there. That's where that's coming from. Can we... do that and have it work? That is the... oh, wait, no. It would have to be there as well, I think. Questions. We'll see if that fixes that. I'm wondering if these contamination barriers are actually doing anything anymore, considering, look at these guys. These guys used to be all dead after that, so I'm wondering if we can't get rid of the contamination barriers, because these plants here inside of the contamination barrier ring used to die. So I'm wondering if we need the contamination barriers at all now that we've gotten the bad water to shoot out the poop chute right there. Questions. Something to think about. This guy, I actually am wondering if we just don't cover over this whole entire thing and move like all of our foresters and everything onto here, so that then we could use use that space as, you know, our green space for the things we actually need the green space for. I'm really wondering about this. I'm wondering if we need these contamination barriers at all. So let's do a little test here. And let's pull that out. Yeah, see? It's green underneath it there. So we built these guys up here for absolutely no reason. But that does mean that we can take our... if we take the contamination barriers out from around here, we can make a better path system, and we can... not that. And just... nope. Oops, disconnected the path. I know, I said we were stopping for today. Oh, no, the ladder's causing problems. Because that means we don't need any of these guys up here on top of the platforms. We also don't need this either. Let's see if it'll let us plant potatoes. Potatoes. It also means we didn't need to do this either. But that's all right. No, that did not help. I think it would need to be on the ground here, because these are not connecting right here. I thought that these guys did it, but maybe we would need to go down, take these out, implode the dirt below there, which we probably could easily do with a tunnel. If we did this, blew down, put in a thing, put in a tunnel, then took the tunnel out, put in a dirt block, put in a levee, and all the things I'm thinking of now. All right, but that is where we are going to leave it for today, since we accomplished the 1, 2, 3 things that I really wanted to do today. And we will come back to a weird. We apparently destroyed something there that we didn't want to. Why did it? I'm confused. Apparently I put in a block where I wasn't supposed to. That's all right. Okay, I'm going to leave it there for today. I know I've said that now for like the 12th time. And I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day, a good week, and we will see you in the next one. Bye-bye.